नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय विश्व गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जय मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तदहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुतीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम् हरे कृष्ण. So welcome to all of you. So before you can think of some questions which you want to ask, there's one question that Prabhupada was asked. What is the meaning of the name Krishna? Because you're saying the name of God is Krishna. What is the meaning of Krishna? So Prabhupada replied, Krishna means all attractive. And the person asked, all attractive? Prabhupada said, yes. So unless God is all attractive, how can he be God? So a man is important when he is attractive, is it not? So at that time, the person, Bob Cohen, agrees. Yes, Prabhupada, it is so. So Prabhupada continues, he says, so God must be attractive. And he must be attractive for all. Not that he's attractive for some, he's not attractive for somebody else. He's attractive for everybody. You can keep your videos on if you want to, not an issue at all. But if you don't want to put your video on, you can keep your video off. And when you want to ask a question, any of you, please raise your hand so that I know, and then I'll pause and you can ask your question. So Prabhupada said, if God has any name, what is that name? And if you want to give any name to God, there's one name that you can give to God. That name is Krishna. So Bob is therefore asking, but why only the name Krishna? So Prabhupada answers, because he is all attractive and Krishna means all attractive. Therefore, it's a very apt name. If there is a perfect name to be given to God, then that name is Krishna. And that is how the name Krishna is very apt for the Supreme Lord. So, so Bob is telling, oh, I see. Prabhupada said, yes, God has no name, but by his qualities, we give him names. So in that way, God has many names. But there is the one perfect name to be given. So our names are perfect, but one name that depicts everything, summum bonum of all names, that name is Krishna. So if a man is very beautiful, we call him beautiful. If a man is very intelligent, we call him wise. If a man is very knowledgeable, we call him wise. If a man is very powerful, we call him strong. So the name is given according to quality. And because God is all attractive, the name Krishna can be applied only to him. So the name Krishna is perfect for the Supreme Lord. So Krishna means all attractive and it includes everything. So Bob is asking, but what about a name meaning all powerful? All attractive is okay, but all powerful, what about that name? The Prabhupada clarifies, yes, all powerful is included in that. Because when you say all attractive, that means all the six opulences in full must be there. What are the six opulences? The definition of God given by who gave? Is given by Parashara Muni. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasa Shriya Gnana Vairagyayosh Chaiva Shannam iti Bhangana. So that means The six opulences of the Lord. What is it? Aishwarya. And what Aishwarya? Some Aishwarya. Very rich person, no, he is having all the riches. So, Aishwaryasya samagrasya. Then, Viryasya, samagrasya virasya. Virya, strength. Aishwaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yashasa. All fame. Not that he is only famous in India, he is only famous with certain people. His fame is spread all over the universe. Shriya, beauty. Nobody who can parallel the beauty of Krishna. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobhan. So, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasa Shriya Gnana. All knowledge. Krishna gave the knowledge of Vedas to Brahma as Garbhodakshay Vishnu. In his form as Garbhodakshay Vishnu, he gave to Brahma all the knowledge. So he has all the knowledge within himself. He delivered Bhagavad Gita on a battlefield to Arjuna in a crisis mode, who was in a crisis. And Bhagavad Gita is today considered as uh, the go-to book for the Sanatana religion. So, in fact, in the court of law, it is sworn on. They swear on Bhagavad Gita. To that extent, the knowledge is famous. And that kind of knowledge, who can give? That must be God. And Vairagya. He simply left Vrindavana. He simply left his parents after being born because he had a duty to perform. He simply left Vrindavana after he came to a certain age when Akrura came to take him to Mathura. So he just left, said he will come back in a few days, never to return, apparently, because he had certain duties to perform. Although Krishna, being God, has no duty to perform, but since he has come as one of the, come as an avatar, as himself, he has come. So he has to uh, exhibit an exemplary behavior. So for his duty, he left all the he could have been in Vrindavan and enjoyed all the comforts, but he went to perform his duties in Mathura, Dwaraka, and other places. Although Krishna can do it without having to move anywhere, but Krishna wanted to set the right example. At this point, any of you has any questions? Who is the person who was logged in with Xiaomi? The mobile name Xiaomi. Who is this? One is I can see Rasamadhuri Mataji is online. Who is the person? Xiaomi. Can you identify yourself? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
My
Krishna.
name is Ajay Kumar.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Ajay Kumar.
Your name is?
Ajay Kumar.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any questions or should I continue to read some of the questions that Prabhupada was asked? Okay, we will go ahead with more questions that Prabhupada was asked. So Sham Sundara, Srila Prabhupada is therefore telling, unless you are very powerful, how can you be all attractive? Unless you are very beautiful, how can you be all attractive? Unless you have all the knowledge, how can you be all attractive? Unless you are very big renunciant, how can you be all attractive? So unless you have all the wealth with you, how can you be all attractive? So Krishna means all attractive, and he has all these six opulences in full. So now Bob is asking one question: all attractive. That means he is attractive to everyone. Prabhupada says yes. So now Bob is asking: is Krishna therefore attractive to even rascals? So actually, it's a very intelligent question. When I say all attractive, that means he must be attractive to each and everybody, which will include all the people of the world, no matter how good or bad they are. So Bob is asking this question: is Krishna attractive to rascals? So what do you think? So the answer Prabhupada gave was yes. Krishna, he was He is attractive to all the rascals. In fact, he was the greatest rascal also. Only Prabhupada can speak like this. We cannot speak like that. Why is Prabhupada telling like this? So Krishna was one of the greatest rascals also. Because Prabhupada said, unless rascaldom is there in Krishna, how it will be manifested in any living entity? But in a living entity, it will be manifested pervertedly. So what is Prabhupada telling here? So Bob is very surprised. So he asks, how is that? How is that Krishna can be attracted to even rascals? So Prabhupada is laughing because he knows the obvious nature of this question. He says, so so Prabhupada is telling he was also a rascal. He was always teasing the gopis. So Shyam Sundar again is surprised with this word. He says, teasing? So, yes, because in this world, we have heard about Eve teasing, and Eve teasing is a crime. Eve teasing can be punishable. But here, Krishna is virtually Eve teasing, and Prabhupada is telling that that makes him all attractive, and he is attractive to the rascals, and that teasing is worshipable. But the Lord's teasing is worshipable. His leelas with the gopi is a subject matter of worship because it is pure in nature, not like the perverted Eve teasing that happens in the material world, which is done to trouble others. In his Eve teasing was his love, and that love was experienced by the gopis. So it was a transcendental Eve teasing. It's not on the material platform. We should not confuse it as a mundane boy girl affair of the material world. No, it's a very transcendental subject matter. So the girl who is being teased is also actually uh, welcoming it, and she is enjoying it. Not that now you cannot say, oh, that girl is also perverted. We're talking of gopis, we're talking of Krishna, and gopis are eternal companions of Krishna. Here in the material world, we have come in this world, the girl has come in this world, we are staying for some days. We may get married, we may not get married, like what happens in colleges today, love affairs, live in relationships, and then your way and my way. A little bit the misunderstanding happens, your way or my the highway. It's either my way or the highway. So divorces happen at a drop of a hat. Separations happen at a drop of a hat. But Krishna and gopis were never separated. Apparently, for the Mathura Leela, it looks like they were separated. But it was a Leela played. Like Krishna always remained in the heart of the gopis. So continuing here, yes, Prabhupada says, Eve teasing, teasing, yes. Sometimes when Radharani would go out, Krishna would attack her. And when she would fall down, Krishna, don't torture me. In that way, they would fall down, and Krishna would take the opportunity and do some mischief with her. So all of them laugh at that time. Prabhupada is also enjoying this narration. And Radharani is very pleased by this act. But superficially, Krishna was therefore the greatest rascal. If anybody hears this who is not a devotee of Krishna, who doesn't know the position of Radharani, Krishna, gopis, they'll think, see, he is also doing all these things. So why we shouldn't do? So unless rascaldom is there in Krishna, how can rascaldom be existent in the world? Because all the characters in the outside world are there in Krishna also. But in Krishna, they are in pure quality. Whereas in the outside world, it's all perverted. It all becomes sense gratificatory. It all becomes about me and my satisfaction. It is not even about that girl. It is whether that girl's beauty is giving me pleasure, whether that girl's nuances are giving me pleasure. So it is all about pleasure for me. There is no give and take. But here, the Rasa Leela was all about give and take, the exchange of love. So, one formula of God is, Prabhupada therefore says, one formula of God is that He is the source of एवरीथिंग। तो कृष्णा, फ्रॉम कृष्णा एवरीथिंग इज कमिंग, कृष्णा से सब कुछ आ रहा। सो अनलेस rascaldom इज इन कृष्णा, इट कुड नॉट बी मैनिफेस्ट हियर। तो जो बोलते हैं ना छिचोरापन, तो वो कृष्णा में नहीं है। तो वो भौतिक जगत में या किसी और में वो गुण नहीं आ सकता, बिकॉज ही इज द सोर्स ऑफ एवरीथिंग, क्योंकि वो सारे गुणों का स्रोत है। बट इज rascaldom is so nice that everyone worships his rascaldom. The Lasa Leela, the pictures are put and worshipped. It is worshipped in Seva Kunj. The Rasa Leela, the Leela of Radha and Krishna, enjoying the divine love pastimes, is worshipped. In Nidhivan, it is worshipped. In Vrindavan, all the deity worship, it depicts the close love and bond between Radha and Krishna. And when the gopis are also there on the altar, it shows the love between Radha, Krishna, and the gopis. So, rascaldom of Krishna is so nice that everyone worships this rascaldom. Hare Krishna. So then Bob asks another obvious question. What about rascals who are not so nice? Is Krishna attractive to them also? Prabhupada says, actually, rascaldom is not nice. But when Krishna exhibits that rascaldom, it is divine rascaldom. And there, it is not about gratification of senses. It is an exchange of love. It is an exchange of madhuri rasa. So that is why it's called rasa leela. It should not be confused with the mundane love affairs of this material world. It is a subject that is beyond our comprehension. Therefore, many times Prabhupada would say we must not directly start reading the Rasalila portions. Many of the Bhagavad Saptas, they immediately jump into that Rasalila descriptions. So Prabhupada says, no, you should not even come to Krishna Leela, reading Krishna Leela, unless you have read the first 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, which depicts all the avatars before and explains the avatars. So that way, the position of God, Krishna, that is Supreme Lord, is stepwise understood. And then when we read about Krishna Leela, we'll be able to appreciate the transcendental, divine, supreme position of Krishna. So, so since Krishna is absolute, he is God, therefore his rascaldom is also good. तो भगवान का छिचोरापन भी पूजनीय है, वंदनीय है. Whereas the same thing happens in the material world, nobody will like it. So Krishna is all good, God is good, and all his activities are also good. So Prabhupada continues about this rascaldom. I'll just finish this paragraph and then we are again open for question. Therefore, when he becomes a rascal, that is also good. तो जब कृष्णा छिचोरापन दिखा रहा है, rascaldom दिखा रहे हैं, वो भी एक दिव्य लीला है. उनके अच्छे गुण से वो आ रहा है. That is Krishna. Whatever is in touch with Krishna, even a bad person, a demon comes and touches Krishna, he becomes purified. The some of the gopis came with lustful feelings, काम भावना से आए कृष्णा के पास. एक कृष्णा के संपर्क में उनका काम भावना प्रेम भावना में बदल गया. राक्षस ईर्ष्या से आए कृष्णा के पास, लेकिन कृष्णा के संपर्क में आते ही, उसको देखते ही, बिकॉज ही इज ऑल अट्रैक्टिव, सर्व आकर्षक, so they got mesmerized. So even they got transformed at the time of their death. So Prabhupada is continuing that when practiced by Krishna, rascaldom is also good. Because he is absolutely good, this no one can understand. We must try to understand this, but it's very difficult to understand. And so Bob asks about attraction only, so let me continue. Are there some people who do not find Krishna attractive? ऐसा कोई, आप कृष्णा ऑल अट्रैक्टिव बता रहे हो, यू सेड कृष्णा इज ऑल अट्रैक्टिव एंड यू से rascals also are getting attracted to Krishna. Is there an example of anybody who is not attracted by Krishna? क्या कोई ऐसा कोई उदाहरण है जो हम बोल सकते हैं ये कृष्णा से आकर्षित नहीं हुए। तो प्रभुपाद का आंसर है, व्हाट इज द आंसर, व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर दिस? द आंसर फॉर दिस इज अ बिग नो। प्रभुपाद सेज नो, ऑल पीपल विल फाइंड हिम अट्रैक्टिव। पूतना उसको मारने के लिए आई, कृष्णा को देखते ही she was thrilled. She for some moment forgot that she had come to kill him. कुछ समय के लिए भूल गई कि वो कंस की आज्ञा से कृष्णा को मारने के लिए आई थी। कृष्णा का सौंदर्य देख के, बाल रूप देख के मोहित हो गई। और क्योंकि वो दूध पिलाने आई थी, तो माँ का जो स्वभाव है, माँ का जो प्रेम है, उसके अंदर जागृत हो गया। शी जेन्युइनली गॉट अट्रैक्टेड इन वात्सल्य रसा with Krishna. So when she's giving her breast to Krishna, at those moments, she's exhibiting motherly love. And then she again remembers, oh, I came for the work of killing Krishna. And then she tries to show a Rakshasi Rupa. And after that, Krishna delivers her. See, Putana who came to kill Krishna. What is Krishna doing to her? Because Putana came in the form of a mother, nurse, who came to nurse her, nurse Krishna, पालन करने की, दूध पिलाने की अ, उद्देश्य से आई थी, विष को स्तन पे लेके आई थी। तो क्योंकि उसने दूध पिलाया कृष्णा को, कृष्णा ने उनको कौन सा दर्जा दे दिया? माँ का दर्जा। तो उस वध होने के बाद Krishna, because Krishna touched her, they say that in Krishna Leela it's mentioned that there was some beautiful aroma that was coming from her body. When the villagers, Brajavasis cut her body because it was 12 miles long, how to burn her? तो इतना बड़ा तो आप शमशान घाट नहीं बना सकते ना। तो उसको काट काट के एक हीप बना के उसको जला दिया गया। तो उससे दिव्य सुगंध आ रहा था, चंदन का, अगुरु का सुगंध आ रहा था, क्योंकि कृष्णा ने उनको छू लिया था, तो पवित्र हो गई थी। और क्या स्थान मिला उनको? शाश्वत रूप यशोदा माँ के साथ कृष्णा का पालन करने का स्थान, गोलोक, निज गोलोक वृंदावन धाम में उसको मिल गई। सो the answer for that question is Krishna. All people will find attractive. Krishna attractive. Who is not attracted? Just give an example. This man or this living entity is not attracted to Krishna. Just find a person. In fact, प्रभुपाद ने उल्टा बॉब कोहेन को पूछ लिया। ऐसा तो कोई व्यक्ति नहीं है, अगर आपको कोई पता है, कोई एग्जाम्पल पता है, तो प्लीज मुझे ढूंढ के बता दीजिए। सो Ajay raised his hand. Ajay, if there's a question, please unmute and you can ask. Or if you have asked it in the chat, no, there's nothing in the chat. So Ajay can unmute and ask the question because I see that you had raised your hands. Is there a question?
No,
आपका आवाज को आपको
no
थोड़ा
question.
बढ़ाना है और क्वेश्चन पूछना है।
No question. No.
नो क्वेश्चंस,
Yes.
क्योंकि आवाज आपका क्लियरली नहीं आ रहा है। हरे कृष्णा हरे। आप चैट में भी डाल सकते हो, अगर आप आवाज से नहीं बता सकते तो आप चैट में भी डाल सकते हो। आप डाल लीजिए क्वेश्चन चैट में, मैं देखूंगा अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो। वैसे माधुरी माता जी, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, कैन अनम्यूट एंड आस्क, और यू कैन पुट इट ऑन द chat and raise your hand so that I know you have put something in the chat. And Akansha Saraswat Mataji, Alok Saraswat Prabhu, if you have any questions, you can ask, unmute and ask, or you can put it in the chat. So how much time we have already spent? About roughly half time we are coming to. We'll just read a little more and then we'll chant one round and then we'll continue our question answers if there are any. So further, the same questions being asked now. Bob is asking, somebody who wishes to do things in life that he may feel wrong, but who wishes to gain power or prestige or money, So Prabhupada cuts him, says, yes, may find God unattractive. तो ऐसा व्यक्ति को भगवान आकर्षक नहीं लग सकता शायद, शायद। कैसे व्यक्ति? जो कुछ गलत करना चाहता है जिंदगी में और उससे वो पावर को गेन करना चाहता है और प्रतिष्ठा को पाना चाहता है, धन राशि को पाना चाहता है, तो ऐसे व्यक्ति को भगवान से आकर्षण तो होना नहीं चाहिए। तो ये प्रश्न, संभाव प्रश्न उन्होंने पूछा। तो प्रभुपाद ने आंसर दिया। व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो? Papa says a big no. Papa says, no, not God. His attraction is to become powerful. A man wants to become powerful or rich, is it not? But nobody is richer than Krishna, and therefore Krishna is attractive to him. सबसे धनवान, सर्वलोक महेश्वरम, ऑल द रिचेस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बिलोंग टू कृष्णा। सारे जो सृष्टि में धन है वो किसका है? वो भगवान का है। एंड ऑल all wealth belongs to Krishna. In the six opulences, we learn that all the opulences belongs to Krishna. So even a person who is a rascal who wants to become rich, he will still be attracted to Krishna because he is so rich. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So further, therefore Krishna is attractive to him. क्योंकि वो धन राशि पाना चाहता है। कृष्णा सारे धन राशियों का मालिक है, तो उससे वो आकर्षित तो जरूर होगा। Now Bob is asking, if a person wants to become rich, prays to Krishna, will he become rich? So very important question. Somebody wants to become rich. So can that person pray to Krishna and become rich? So answer Prabhupada gives is yes. He can become rich through this means by praying to Krishna. Prabhupada says yes. Because Krishna is all powerful. If you pray to Krishna to become rich, he is all wealthy. Krishna will make you rich. So there is nothing that God cannot give. So if you are asking for a particular wish, Krishna can easily grant. He may not grant, that's a different thing. Not that he cannot grant. Like you're asking for some rascaldom to do something wrong, then Krishna will not grant it because it is not good for you. But like the child who insists, Krishna sometimes may grant. He says, okay, but do it at your risk. Whatever consequences happens, जो भी इसका जो नतीजा होगा आपको भुगतना पड़ेगा। तब इसी एक व्हाट इज दैट कंडीशन पे आपको मैं ये सब दे दूंगा। यू शुड बी रेडी टू टेक ऑल दी consequence, the punishment that may come, the infamy that may come. If you're ready to take, I don't want you to take because I know all this will happen. I am your ever well-wisher, Surudham Sarva Bhutanam. But you're not now listening to me. Please go ahead and do it. So it does not mean that Krishna has approved it. Krishna has allowed it because लातों का भूत है, अभी मानेगा नहीं, फिर लॉ ऑफ कर्मा उसको लात मारेगा, फिर वो समझेगा। So akama, sarva kama, moksha kama. So all types of desires can be fulfilled. Akama, no desires, only bhakti, desire of bhakti. Krishna can give. Sarva kama, kinds of desires the person has, he wants it to be fulfilled. He's praying to Krishna. Krishna can fulfill those desires. Moksha kama, somebody wants liberation. Krishna can fulfill that desire also. So So Bob is telling if somebody lives an evil life but prays to become rich, he may still become rich. Yes, Krishna will make him rich, but he will take away the evil nature. So Krishna is capable of that. He will fulfill his desire, but the evil tendency he will take it off. So that he can do. So Prabhupada is laughing. Somehow or other he prays to Krishna, so you cannot say that he is evil. Somebody is praying to Krishna, how can he be evil? And when he comes in touch with Krishna, receives the grace of Krishna, mercy of Krishna, he gets a boon. Okay, all wealth is yours. It's coming from Krishna. It is pure. So the person also becomes pure. All that nature that he has got, evil nature, it will go away. That is the purifying nature of Krishna. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag. Sadhu eva samantavya. Somebody is praying to Krishna, take it for granted he is sadhu only. Currently he has got some avaguna. Currently he has got some bad qualities because he is continuously praying to Krishna for sarva kama. But and he's in touch with Krishna. Somebody who is in touch with Krishna, somebody, iron rod in touch with fire will become red hot like iron rod after some time. Similarly, anybody who's praying to Krishna, perpetually is praying, he may be evil. Slowly, what is going to happen? Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhat. He's continuously praying to me. Sadhu reva samantavya. He's sadhu only. It's only time. It's a matter of time. He will become purified and will become a sadhu. Many people's example. Even Dhruv Maharaj. What was the intention of the prayers? The intention of the penance? I want a kingdom greater than Brahma, his grandfather. But when he sees Krishna, when he sees Prishni Garbha, Vishnu form, he says, Sthana Bilashi Tapasi Stitoham. For a position, for a position greater than my grandfather, I prayed to you. But Tvam Praptavan Munindra Guhyam. But I obtained you, the greatest of all the mercy, the greatest of all things that can be obtained by my spiritual master Narada's mercy. Kachan Vichinman, Api Divya Ratnam. I was looking for piece of glasses. All the material things I was asking for. Even a kingdom greater than that of Brahma is simply piece of glasses. And I got Divya Ratna. हे कृष्णा आपको पा लिया मैंने मुझे और क्या चाहिए so see how even Dhruva just by the touch of the conscience of Vishnu and his darshana how suddenly what he came to ask and what is he asking Deva Munindra Guyam Kachan Vichintvan Api Divya Ratnam Varamna Yache. I don't want any bones. For me, your darshan itself was enough. Instantly he got purified faster than Maggie. It's an instant purification. So, so Prabhupada is telling, even if Bob is asking, even if the most evil man prays to me, Prabhupada is cutting off. He's coming to know where Bob is going. Telling, yes, even if the most evil man is going to come to Krishna and pray to him, then what is going to happen? He will be elevated. Bob is asking again, he will be elevated. Prabhupada says, yes. Where is the doubt? Why is the doubt? As soon as he begins to pray to Krishna, the evil tendency is going away. The moment he starts praying to Krishna, the coefficient of evil tendency is coming down. So, therefore Krishna is all attractive. इसीलिए कृष्णा सर्व आकर्षक है. And it is said in the Vedas that absolute truth or the supreme person of Godhead is the reservoir of all pleasure. रसो वही सहा सारे जो रस है कृष्णा के अंदर समा गया है तो जो भी कृष्णा के संपर्क में आएगा उस रस का आस्वादन वो करेगा. So everyone is hankering after someone or something and because he realizes some mellow in it. So Bob is asking, can you please explain it again? So Prabhupada is showing some mellows, some desires, some emotional needs. So suppose a man is drinking. Why is he drinking? Prabhupada is asking. His drink is getting some mellow by the drinking. कुछ तो रस, कुछ आनंद उसको मिल रहा है. Although it is temporary, but he is getting. It is better than what he is getting maybe in his house or from his employment. So he is taking refuge of alcohol. कुछ तो मिल रहा है उसको. इसीलिए वो पी रहा है. So a man is hankering after money. रस ज्यादा पैसा आएगा तो कुछ ये खरीद सकता हूँ वो खरीद सकता हूँ. So by possessing money he gets a mellow out of it. एक रस का आस्वादन होता है. Although again it is false and temporary, but some rasa is there. So uh, Bob is asking, what does mellow mean? So Prabhupada says, um, how do you define mellow? Prabhupada, Sham Sundar helps. Says taste, pleasure. So Bob says yes. Prabhupada says yes, pleasing taste. So taste can be bad taste also. So pleasing taste. Raso vai saha. So ruchi raha. Krishna's qualities are fame, name, pastimes. Anything related to Krishna is ruchi raha. Means pleasing taste. pleasingly beautiful, pleasingly tasty. So the Veda says raso vai saha. The exact translation of mellow is the word rasa. So at that time, Malati Devi enters the room, Sham Sundar's wife, and so she says, "Yes, I bought some very nicely prepared and offered eggplants." So Prabhupada says, "Oh, all attractive, all attractive." क्योंकि प्रसादम भी कृष्णा है. So when Krishna is all attractive, so prasadam is also attractive. Like all of us are attracted to prasadam. Most of us got into Krishna consciousness. The first thing we came in touch with was prasadam. Very rarely by books and by services, by sadhana, mainly by prasadam. Many of us. Some of you may not be. So uh, we've almost come to the end of the um, time limit that we have got. If there are any other questions, you can post me on my WhatsApp, and surely I will discuss it in the next Q&A session. So, तो भी question अगर रह गया, in the chat box there are no questions. So if you had any question in mind, you can put it to me in my WhatsApp, and in the next Q&A session, mostly next Monday, I will try to answer the